Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. It always seems impossible until it's done. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. There can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to help others without expecting anything in return. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. I stand here before you, not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Money won't create success. The freedom to make it will. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. It is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. Difficulties break some men, but make others. No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying, one armed with the hope that he will rise even in the end. Freedom cannot be achieved unless the women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in any society, a life free from violence and fear. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again.